Hey guys, I am back for a little bit at least. I tried to get some speakers that a headset I guess that I have to work. No luck on that. Sad times. Maybe sometime I can figure it out. I'm afraid that what the actual issue is that this laptop just cannot handle basically anything. I just have one jack for the microphone slash headphone to go in, so the headset plugs in there. And I don't think it is it's just not gonna work. Too bad because I thought that it might be helpful to kind of cut down some of the extra noise that goes on around me, but um oh well. Maybe at some point I will be able to get the other laptop working and find a uh, a charging cord for it, and then perhaps I can get it plugged in, and we'll have a better experience overall. Um, Between the headset and possibility of setting up a second monitor, I think that would be very beneficial. But well, we'll see. All right. Currently, I think I'm gonna head over to that Commonlands and turn in a couple of quests because I think I have these two, Mushroom Madness and Defending Harold Winemaker, or Winemaster, sorry, that I can update. Pride Lake is not too far from well, I'll show you when we get there. Calthea is saying that they did what they could on the Olive Mara, got about 15% in. And then she said, without going to FC, of course, and that may be an abbreviation for the zone that I was trying to remember the other day. So we'll see if she can, let me know here, and then I can let you guys know. Is it something Citadel, Forsaken Citadel, something like that? Maybe Forsaken Citadel. I don't know. I could be way off with that, but maybe she'll enlighten us momentarily. All right. So I think Pride Lake is this one. Nope, that's the dog pond. Ha ha ha. Ah, good times. Okay, Pride Lake. Which one is that? Pride indicates lions. I don't know which one this is. This is Pride Lake, right by the lions. That does make some sense. Um, you know, I'm here to entertain, and one of my best entertainment methods is making a fool of myself. I'm very good at it, and hopefully, if a court jester of the old, I will not have my head chopped off or be hung by the neck until dead for any of my errors. So we got the Pride Lake update by just swimming along this direction. I do need to go now to the Freeport Gates to update with Mooshga. I think the best way is going to be to turn back around, go over here to the Griffin Tower, and then fly over to Freeport Gates. Even though I'm already this far along, that's going to be the least amount of time that I'm going to take, I think, is by doing it this way. So. I spent probably 45 minutes to an hour trying to get that headset to function properly. I could get the sound for myself just fine, but I could not get the mic to work. So, kind of useless in that regard. It's not like I need headphones. I just was hoping to have the mic and that would be kind of a noise canceling situation. Forsaken City, I was way off. I now don't remember what I said, but I do know that what I said was Citadel, and that's definitely city. So Forsaken City. No, I'm gonna have to actually go rewatch this at some point so that I can see what I initially said. I like to hope in the back of my mind that I at least said Forsaken Citadel, but I can't promise that because now that it's in my head, um, I feel like I said it, but I'm not sure that I said it. So anyway, Forsaken City is the ultimately correct zone name for that city off Mystic Lake. It'll be quite a while before Kipoerneke ventures that direction. There's still many, many things to do and many levels to gain between now and then. I feel like it's around level 50, and I think that the crafting quest line, I should say, over there, also starts around level 50. So why did I stop at Crossroads, we wonder? Ah, yes, because I forgot where I was going. Where we actually need to go is down to the West Freeport Gates so that we can have a little conversation with Mooshga and get some kind of lovely reward. Let's see what she's going to give us this time. Mushroom Madness. Ah, a wrist piece. A wrist piece that is not great, but I also note that my current wrist pieces are also not great. They are, in fact, level 9 and level 14. Fairly bad, I would venture to say. But they do have a little bit of strength on them, so, it could be worse. Certainly, I need to get my crafting level up so that I can make myself some better bracelets. Need a couple of those bangles, All right, maybe I'll go run into a guard too, because that's always fun. Right to keep myself on my toes, It's Ari. Ari the guard. But we don't care. We're going to circumvent the issue by simply running away, because he who fights and runs away lives to fight another day. So that's Kipoerneke's motto sometimes. Also, there's charge in, all we can do is die. It depends on the moment, on the mood. Right now, the update is what's relevant. So I've got to get away from the guard so that I can update this quest. Now, this one here, it asks you to go and talk to Rhaenys. Rhaenys won't talk to you if you're a Canosian, so it's a pointless quest to get. It's really distressing that it has this feather over his head, I should say, because you absolutely cannot get that to update. I've tried various means. I tried slash hailing him. I tried right clicking and hailing him. I tried just clicking on him and hailing him. I tried using a petrified eye to turn into a gnoll and hailing him. It's a no-go. So I also tried just pressing H, like even pressing H. Does not work. None of the above. He's just like, no, Lucan would hang me if I talked to you. So, all right. Let's see what Mooshga has to say. She says, "You back so quick. What you have for Mooshga?" I say, "I have the mushroom caps that you asked for. Here you go, Mooshga." She says, "Mooshga not seen these for ages. These perfect for special stew." I say, "It was nothing, Mooshga." And that's the last quest from her. So now, here we have this lovely wrist piece that I'm not going to wear. I feel very much like that was a worthwhile endeavor, though, because it got another quest out of my journal, which is often my goal. Right now, I have room for 7 more quests, in spite of having many of the Neck Forest quests in my journal. So, um, all things considered, I'm pretty happy about it. What else might I want to knock out at this time? Possibly I'm going to head back over to Neck Forest because I feel like there's still quite a few things there. Windrush Dagger still won't update. I tried that again today unsuccessfully. Um, Tomb of Valor, I can't do that by myself. Farmus Gully, no. Alright, so it looks like the next one that's actually doable right now because Narim Heirloom, not a heirloom, that's a different thing. But Narim Heirloom will not update. Still, it doesn't have the corpse. There should be a body in that first hallway to your right when you go into in Fallen Gate. There should be the body of her brother, and it is not there. So, um, that being the case, I cannot update Narin Heirloom or Do or Die says Irizon because that's dependent on Narim Heirloom update. So the lowest level quest that I need to clear is slaying shadowed men in Neck Forest. Yep, may as well. Okay, let's see. Not too far from the tower yet. Let's see what levels Calthea and Claw are. They're up to 57 and 58 right now. Pretty good. I don't think I would be a lot of use to them yet at my level 32. I mean, I'm not going to discount it, but it's not great. Sorry about the coughing. I've been coughing for a week or so now. I don't know. It's just probably the weather change going on. We've got a bit of a cold cold front, I would say, coming in. It's supposed to get down almost freezing tonight here. And that's, again, I've mentioned being in Texas, and I'm just not really happy about it. I'd much rather have like 100 degrees um, than freezing. And I mean, that's just absolutely the case every day of the week for me. So this is a little chilly for me, and I have an orange tree that my daughter started growing from seed last year, and so I had to bring my orange tree inside because it would certainly kill it, um, and that would be a shame. So grabbed that. I have a pecan tree in a pot as well that I need to bring in. Um, the pecan tree could be planted in the ground at any time, but I just haven't gotten around to it, and it won't fare well in a pot outside during all this cold weather that is soon to be headed our way. Just in time for Halloween festivities, right? You never can tell here if it's going to be extremely hot or if it's going to be cold. It's always going to be one or the other on Halloween. It never can be a nice night. It's freezing or very hot. So when you make a Halloween costume, you have to take into consideration that you don't know if you're going to need to be trying to take off some of the outfit or put on more. We have a uh, very strong fluctuations in the weather throughout a day sometimes. So in other news, I mentioned yesterday that I had made a few more emotes for the channel's use, and I don't know if I mentioned, but I did make this little coin, right? Little Kipoerneke's coin thing. I have no idea what that means in any realistic way, except that I think it gives you guys some custom appearance things for um, for the various icons. So let's see what Cork Direct has to say. I see Brune has deemed you worthy to attempt the rest of the trials. You're the first in quite some time. You have been sent to me so that you no longer wander aimlessly across the forest, waiting to be slaughtered. So I say, I haven't been wandering aimlessly. He says, so you say, but that doesn't matter. I have spent centuries exploring and learning the woods. I know Nektulos Forest better than any other living sentient. This forest is my home. I can teach you some of what I know, if you're willing to learn. I say I am willing, and I appreciate your time. He says you should be appreciative. First things first, though. There has been a little rat of a dwarf running all over the woods. I have no clue what he is doing. Foolish crazed. I sent a human named Daria after him, and she has yet to return. I want to know what that dwarf is doing. I say, how can I assist? And he says, go and find Daria. Last time I heard from her, she was nearing Namar's Ascent. Go there and see what that dwarf is up to. I say, I will find her and return to you. You'll notice that whenever a quest gets an update to it, it'll kind of flash in the quest window over there to the right. That gives you the opportunity, if you want to check mark the little box, and that'll keep it on your screen. Like right now, these are checked, but I could uncheck one of these, and then have room to check another one when it pops up. Harold, I brought him back my information, and he says, "Did you find the bottle? I'm sure there's something about it that will prove my innocence." And I say I did not find anything at Pride Lake. He says, I'm not surprised. After you left, that tall guard over there told me no one would ever find the bottle because he said it's hidden amongst the bones. He must mean the bones in the Blackwater Lake. With everything going on around that place, we'll never find the bottle. I say, Blackwater Lake here in Nektulos? I'll take a look. All right, so to prove Harold's innocence in the poisoning death of his wife, we must head over to Blackwater Lake and try to find the bottle amongst the bones. Now, Blackwater Lake should be right here. So what we'll do is we'll fly toward Namar's Ascent. And I will definitely be jumping along the way because I have no intentions of flying to Namar's Ascent and then running back to Blackwater Lake. Now, that being said, as we all know, I am somewhat spacey and may very well forget to hit the jump button on the way. If so, you're absolutely welcome to say, hey, jump off the griffin. And maybe I'll see that and be more likely to manage this event. We'll see. Some people, need a little bit of guidance, right? And that would be me. Every day, in all ways. So, you'd think we're like over halfway there, we're approaching it, I'm still talking about it, maybe I'll remember. There's no guarantee of that. My mind can be a million different directions before that happens. Hold on, I'm getting there. Continue to talk about it. I may just make it. It's going to be a close one. All right, I think I got that. Heck yeah. Now, let's see here. Among the bones in Blackwater Lake. So, here we are. And we got our updates too. It flashed over there. Need to re-interview Harold Winemaker at Fort Nathex in Nektulos. And so Namar's Ascent is the next location. that we want to head to. However, I'm going to check and see if there's anything on track on the way that I might need to run over and snag for one of my quests. Looks like that's a no. And so we're going to, and by the way, I think I remembered the reason that things were aggro possibly on this ascent prior was because most likely I was a Canosian, as usual, coming over here and trying to make my way up these steps. And therefore, most likely, I was having to fight guards all the way up. Right now, I'm higher level than they are, and so I don't have that issue. But, alright, made it up. And over to the docks is where we're gonna head. I have quite a few quests, and I actually forgot on my way here that I need to also gather penumbra ore. There might have been some between Blackwater Lake and Namar's Ascent that I may have run past because I wasn't actually paying attention to the harvestable nodes along the way. But we're doing some good flying back and forth here. Gives you a nice little scenic tour of Neck Forest in all its beauty. Lovely spiders and dogs. Terrible fire shrillers. I actually have forgotten where they moved the fire shrillers to, but I kind of think that they moved them to the same area as where the owlbears were. In the long ago times, the owlbears would roam onto the path between the docks and the Commonlands entrance, making it very difficult between the owlbears and the firelight shrillers that were both wandering onto the path to not get killed as a low-level Canosian trying to make that trek. But these days, they have simplified that. I saw that Harold Winemaker was, in fact, underneath the dock there for a whole minute, but he's back now. All right, let's see what he has to say. You searched Blackwater Lake? I'm so worried you won't find anything until it's too late to save me, to prove I'm innocent. And I say yes, but there weren't any bottles, just old bones. He says, bones, bones, I'll be bones before long. They'll ship me to Freeport soon enough, but I will never be freed without proving my innocence. The seal on the bottle will prove it wasn't my wine. You did not do it. And I say, calm down. Remember, I'm trying to help you. He says, forgive me, please. Let me think. On our way here, we passed across the river. The guards pushed me along through the water, not even bothering to use a bridge. There was a small lake, and I remember there were bones. I say, lots of bones? He says, enormous bones. My wife and I, this is. This was our first trip through Nektulos, so I do not know the area's name. The guards would not tell me, yet I know they had still the bottle when we first passed through the river. Do you know a place like this? I say, cross the river, pass enormous bones. I will look for a place like this. He says, please hurry. I am positive the bottle holds the key to my freedom if the guards went to such trouble to hide it. If you find it, look for the embossed seal. If it is not an owl, it is not one I had acquired. And I say, I'll take a thorough look. All right, now. River, bones. Sure sounds like Behemoth Lake over there. Behemoth Pond, whatever they call it. Pretty sure that's where we're headed. So let's go to Commonlands Station. And we will jump partway there over here with the Behemoth Pond. That's what they call it. Alrighty. Let's see if there is any reward shown for this quest, just out of pure curiosity. We've got... that's not it. It's called Defending Harold Winemaker. So there it is. Alright. So the reward is going to be 27 silver and 67 copper. Ooh. All right. Now I'm going to jump off of here and hop over to this little area here and hopefully get up on the land, not just run around like a fool. And then we're going to go and check these bones over here to see if they are in fact the bones we're looking for. All right. Nothing updating yet. Oh, it actually says in his in the quest write-up, by his description, I think the bottle might be in Behemoth Pond in Nektulos Forest. Now the other thing is, how carefully have we checked? Not very carefully. I think it's going to be this big, huge bottle that's on our map, probably. If only I could have noticed that my first trek over here. But here we go. The bottle is in pretty good condition, indicating it has not been in the water for long. Embossed near the bottle's neck is the image of a hawk in flight. Now we are going to once again right-click, and then we're going to pick up bottle. I need to speak with Harold Winemaker at Port Nathax in Nektulos. So we're going to go ahead and invis past all these guys so as to not get slowed along the way. And I'm going to try to remember to keep my eye out for some penumbra ore, because that is for my other quest that I'm kind of concurrently working on here and there. And there's some possibility that there might be something like that hanging around. Lots of dead militia guards hang out in this area as well. Mm-hmm. Oh yes, roots. I forgot I also need roots. That's for the traveling augur. No luck on the roots or ore, but we've made it over to the griffin station. So I'll take what I can get. Of course, I'll take it in the worst way possible, running around the entirety of the structure before I finally make it where I want to go. But hey, whatever, it works. Ah, Calthea needs a brown moth. Hmm. I told her I wonder if there's one in the depot. A brown moth, that is. Not bag space. All right. We're getting there slowly, making our way over to Harold Winemaker. We can let him know this is not his bottle. Oh, it's for the butterfly lady. If we have one, I can list it on the broker for a copper, so that you can buy it. Okay, there he is underneath the place.
I greet you.
He says, "Did you find the lake with all the bones? Was the bottle there? Tell me." I say, calm down. Yes, I found the bottle. He says, and the seal? Of course, seals can be faked. They couldn't have had time. My wife had barely breathed her last before the guards surrounded our tent. Someone told them what they would find, because they knew it would be so. And I say, the seal bore a hawk in flight. He says, a hawk in flight? I recall a young merchant coming to Freeport not long ago and registering such a seal. He must have meant to poison me and then take over my business. Please, tell no one of what you found. It may be dangerous to do so. I appreciate all your help, my friend. So actually, the silver is, I think, a little bit more than what it had shown it would be. So that's cool. I say, good luck at your trial. I think that's all of his quests. Yeah, it is. So, got that knocked out. I think I'm going to head toward the Shadowed Man. Hey, Shadow, how you doing? Speaking of Shadow, oh yeah, very cool. I I appreciate that you have found and made use of the lovely moat of Copernicus. I need to see about making some more. I don't know what would be something that people would want, right? Like what would be the most desirable kinds of things. Because I've noticed quite a few things are customizable. May as well get these immense tree snakes while I'm over here. The the shadowed men are going to be a little tougher because they're going to be heroic. These are just easy peasy. And I have to also remember to try to gather any roots or wool that I see. Ah, and also get killed by shadowed men. Very important side thing to do. Ah, no bueno. Caught again. It's a shame. There used to be a crab that would be here in the middle of this path sometimes that would be aggro. Oh, cannot believe I outran those things in time. I thought I was doomed for sure. But it was a crab that would sit here in the middle of this path, and when you were low level, it was just impossible to get by that guy, um, and get over to the docks by running it. Um, I don't believe that one ever spawns in this pathway on this server. I think they got rid of that along the same time, around the same time as when they got rid of the owlbears and firelight shrillers that would uh, that would be along this path. It was right on the other side of this path, um, going toward the uh, going toward the Commonlands entrance along the path. And it was no good really to go off the path either because there were again firelight shrillers and owlbears everywhere. But the worst thing to me, because those you could dodge if you were paying attention, that crab that would sit right in here, boy, you just could not dodge him. So I'm definitely glad they got rid of that element on this server. I'm going to try to make better decisions and take these things a little more carefully this time around. Better put a little bit of distance between me and those shadowed men because they are more interested in me than I like. Definitely gonna have to look into getting some level 32 Mastercraft on very soon. Possibly next time I go to town. I know I've got to make some jewelry for Elisario while I'm there. So I may as well make some for Kipoerneke as well. I'm going to go ahead and move this because I keep forgetting to put it back on. I don't necessarily want to put it on if I'm playing with the tank and the tank's having trouble holding aggro, then I definitely don't want that on. But when I'm out by myself, there's no reason not to have it. And there's every reason to have it on because it has a chance to increase my taste as I'm fighting. I think there should be some arrows in the depot for me as well by now. They won't be high-level arrows, but for this character, I'm not terribly concerned about that. I think they're going to probably be level 17 arrows instead of level 27 arrows. Level 17 is not amazing, but again, with as little as I use the arrows in any given fight, it's not a deal breaker. Better get this hay stalker out of the way too. And run for my life from the shadowed men. Because I'll have enough trouble with just the shadowed men by themselves. In fact, I should run for it now. Not good. Not good at all. I ran the wrong direction, you see. And it didn't run soon enough, so death becomes me. May as well run back that direction while I get my spells back on or my passives back on. And also I need to have that res sickness shed too. Revive sickness at this stage decreases power by 90, decreases haste by 20, decreases all attributes by 20. That's percent. Decreases slashing, crushing, piercing, defense, parry, deflection, focus, administration, ordination, disruption, subjugation, and ranged by 19.2. So it's pretty gross overall. Show you the amount that actually is those skills are. You know, the lowest of them is around 100 for me to 110. And so when we're talking about decreasing it by 19, that is almost 20% decrease. And that's just the skills, not the, the rest of it. You pretty much get a 20% decrease across the board to all of your things. The question is, can I kill one of these shadowed men if I don't get any damage from other things around? Hard to say. I think that I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to try mezzing one of them. And then killing this one. Not gonna work. No good. I was hoping to kill just one of them and then run for it, but unfortunately that's not even gonna be a possibility, I'm afraid. Gonna have to upgrade my armor and jewelry before that can happen. And probably some of my spells by now as well. Now, since we're in the area, we can come this way, and there is this citadel down this direction that has a bunch of skeletons. It's right over here, and that's where Private Doopy is. Doopy is the one that you can turn those bones into and finish his quests. Of course, you have to accept the quests first, but I figure I can do that when I get there over to him. That way I guarantee to be turning those in right away and not having to carry around quests in my bags that I don't necessarily want to do right then. I'm intrigued by the level 27 heroic lieutenant that's standing over there because I do need to kill one of those. All right, here we have Doopy. And so we're going to study our charred bones. So we got the left tibia there and the right femur here. So we have to first uninvis and then we can talk to him. He says, what is that? Is that what I think? Is that one of my bones? Oh, joyous day, my bones! He's talking.
Joyous day, my bones! You found one of my bones. If you give me my bone, I'll offer you this tunic the adventurer dropped in my hunting place.
And I say, sounds like an even trade to me. Here's your bone.
Ah, my bones! I've been happier in my entire life. My unlife, that is. Here's the thingamabob I said I'd offer you. It's a good thing I have enough of these thingamajigs for each one of my bones.
And I say, good luck with that, Doopy. And we'll accept our rewards for that. And we got those out of the bags and out of our journal in no time flat. Lord Generis, I believe, can see through invis, but we are not going near him, so We have no fears in that regard. All right, uninvis, and we can just kind of dodge these guys theoretically. Because again, we do need some penumbra ore and some roots out here in the wilderness. Now, here's a thing you may or may not know. There is a tunnel that'll take you from over here in this area, the Gold Lake Citadel, over here to the Bone Lake or the Tombs of Night area that has your updates for some of the heritage quests. I believe the Strange Black Rock takes you right here to the power source. And it also has some quests for Tombs of Night over there. So you can go straight from there over to here. There's a Mistgrin, and we'll go ahead and get him out of the way. Anyway, that's probably the fastest way to get over to this area of Neck Forest by going to the docks and then running over here. Or you can fly from the docks toward the Commonlands station, and then you can jump off near that turn and come running over for this this update up here. I've already done that update, so I'm not super concerned about it. Finally gather an assortment of herbs and spices from the natural gardens and neck for me to mix in with my drinks. So that's something I definitely am going to have to do. This is a zone. It's an instance. And I think you have to do an access quest to open that up. I think it's over here with the people who stand around up here. Demort's burial chamber? No, that one's Dire Hollow. Demort's is there. Ah, look, some more rainbow lights. Let's see if they work. They don't seem to be doing the trick here in Neck Forest. I don't know what the deal is. Or maybe I'm just not standing in the right location. I don't know. Don't know. Onward. We've already gotten the power, the Strange Black Rock update from there. I'm actually going to run over here and pick this quest up.
I haven't seen you around before, but we might be interested in taking you on. What do you say? You want to hear more about the Hand of Mar?
Sure, I'm interested.
Now, I'm sure you're not interested in a dissertation on our principles, but I will tell you this. We remain dedicated to the ideals of the Knights of Thunder and the Knights of Truth.
What were the Knights of Truth?
They were a holy order dedicated to the Truthbringer, Nathaniel Mar. They worked closely with the priest of Mar long before the Battle of Defiance.
How long ago?
Ages and ages. No telling exactly how long ago. Our Thiel may have a better idea, but we have things to do before that.
What has to be done?
None of our explorations into the dank caves behind the waterfall have yielded much information. That is, if our scouts have even returned. Please see what you can find out about the tombs below.
How should I do that?
We sent 4 scouts down below. You can find them, gather the information they have, bring it back. We'd be very appreciative. Will you aid the hand of Mar?
Yes, I will work with you. All right, now this one here may as well pick up.
Either you have business with me or you're wasting my time. If it's the latter, shove off.
Actually, I think you may have business for me.
You could take on an assignment for yourself, or one that requires the help of your comrades. Which interests you?
I am interested in something that I can take care of personally.
The nearby battles that were unearthed recently. Proceed to the entrance that I indicate and venture within.
Consider it done. All right, he says he wants me to find the underwrought caves. But first, I'm going to go and see if anybody else has any quests for me. And they do. Here they are. Cryptomancer Nazrara does.
Brethren can use individuals like you. Are you interested in assisting us in our endeavor?
Yes, I would like to assist the Brethren of Night.
Do you wish to pursue an individual assignment or an assignment that is suited for a team of adventurers?
I am interested in an assignment that I can pursue alone.
To investigate the recently unearthed caverns, find the entrance that
I will not fail the Brethren. All right, and she wants me to go to Dire Hollow. So the entrance to Dire Hollow is right here. This is Tombs of Night up there. And here is the Under Rock Caves right there. Maybe I should go ahead and do that one since it's closer. I guess they're both pretty similarly close, but I think it's a little bit closer. So we'll do that one. It's been quite a while since I did these. Well, my phone is ringing. Okay, well, I suppose I will call it for a moment because I better answer this. I will see you guys in a little bit. Bye-bye.